What's good, you guys? What is going on, y'all? What is up, you guys? Y'all, so listen up. I'm back to talk to y'all a little bit about the video that I created about my experience with narcissistic abuse. Y'all, I got so many DMs from different people who were able to watch my video. Shout out to all of you guys who were patient with me, who waited to watch the video. And listen, I hope that you enjoyed the video. That's all I can say. So for those of you who DM me, I want y'all to understand that that was my experience with narcissistic abuse. That was my experience of living with the narcissist and having to put up with all the things that comes with dealing with narcissists. Now, I want to say, I didn't put that story out to y'all. That's just a part of the story, okay? That's just half of what I went through. There's so much more to what I went through dealing with narcissists. This is why I say be careful when you're dealing with the narcissist. I put that video out as a warning to people who are dealing with narcissists, for people who don't understand. Watch what you say. Watch what comes from your mouth. Watch the things you think about. Watch the people you talk to. And when you leave a narcissist, cut off all the in-betweeners. These are people who carry bones, who come back and tell you what the narcissist says, who you're still friends with, who the narcissist is still friends with. These are flying monkeys for the narcissist. They don't deal with you. They're only there for the narcissist, to carry messages, to bring bones, to keep you entangled with the narcissist in some way, shape, or form. Be very careful of the things you speak about. Be careful of what falls from your mouth. Be careful of the things that you talk about and to who you talk about them with, because these things matter in dealing with narcissists. I put that story out because I want people to understand this is a very evil thing that you're dealing with, and that you are tied to the evil realm. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you've never experienced this before. I don't care if you've never gone through any of the things that I told you that I went through. Be very, very careful when you're dealing with the narcissist, because these are the things that you are inviting into your life. I told you guys that video was going to be up for only 24 hours, and then I was going to put it on members only. I'm only doing that because my story isn't for the whole world. My story is for my subscribers only. And I'm putting it on members only because I don't want certain people being able to pick up on my story, listening to my story. Because we have to understand there's a lot of trolls out there who are on YouTube, and they pick up on these stories, y'all, and y'all have no idea the type of things that people do with your content. And this is why my story is going on members only. So for those of you who haven't seen it, please listen to it. If you're one of my subscribers and you have not heard my story, listen to it before the 24 hours is up, because I'm going to put that story on members only, and people are going to have to, pay out. I think it's $2.99 a month to become a member and get access to exclusive perks. But you'll be able to hear my story once you become a member, once it goes on members only. Y'all, that story is out because I feel like people don't understand how serious this is. It's not a game. It's not to be played with. When you're playing with a narcissist, you are dibbling and dabbling in evil. And this is something that you are sometimes knowingly and unknowingly inviting into your life. But unbeknownst to a lot of people, when you're playing with the narcissist, this is what you're bringing into your life. This is what you're bringing into your children's life if you have children. This is what you're bringing into your family's life if you have family. Because evil attacks everybody around you. First it's you, and then it's everybody around you. When you don't know how to cut ties, when you don't know how to pray, when you're not close to God. And especially if you don't realize what you're going through. It is very, very important to not want the narcissist back, to not want the narcissist to hoover you, to not reverse hoover yourself. Watch the things you think about. I cannot stress this enough, y'all. It's very, very important to pay attention to the people you talk to. Y'all, this is not a game. Narcissistic abuse is not a game. It is pure evil to the core. And I don't care if no one else tells you this. I don't care if you know this and think, well, maybe you can handle it. You can't. You can't. Because the idea of narcissistic abuse is to steal, Kill, and destroy. That's it. Nothing else. There's no other reason or purpose for this. It's not just to tear you down. It's to destroy you. And this is why I always say in my videos, they seek to destroy, because it didn't happen to me, although it could have. Had I not noticed what I was going through, had I not paid attention to what I was dealing with, had I not been somebody who was actually still in tune with God, I was losing my way, right? But I was still in tune with God. He was still holding on to my unchanging hand, because this is what he does. Had I not did these things and been the person that I am, y'all, I wouldn't be here today to talk about what I've gone through, to even talk about y'all, to even talk to y'all about narcissistic abuse. Y'all, it's crazy. And I'm very unconcerned with the people who really feel like this couldn't possibly be true. It couldn't happen to you. It could. It's already happening to some people who are trying to understand what they are going through. You know how many people told me that all types of things are happening to them, but they don't know what it is? And at the time, I could not explain to them, because I did not want my story in everybody's mouth. I did not want my story in everybody's ear. I didn't want to talk about what I had gone through, because it was my story and I felt like it was my business. But listen, if I'm going to be talking about narcissistic abuse, right, and having people follow me and explaining different things and teaching people what they should and should not put up with, don't they have a right to know my story? At least some of it? Don't they have a right to know who I am and what I went through? A lot of content creators will not tell their story. They won't talk about it. They'll give you bits and pieces here. And I know, because I did this in the very beginning. But y'all, it's time to talk about it. People are out here suffering. They're going through hell and they don't know how to get out. And when you've made it out, you have to be able to tell your story. If you've healed, you have to be able to tell your story. If you came out on top, if you landed on your feet, you have to be able to tell your story. People need to hear it. People want to know. Lots of people feel like it's just them. Y'all, it's not. It's not. It's not them. A lot of us have gone through a lot. And y'all, when I tell you I went through hell on wheels, I went through hell. Y'all, let me tell you something. I did not think that I was going to get out of that alive. I had no idea if I was going to make it out alive, but I did. God freed me, and guess what? I want to free other people. I want to make sure that you understand, if I could do it with the stuff that I went through, I know you can do it. And y'all, I apologize about my video coming up so late. Like I said before, I had to break it up into 2 parts. It was crazy. I hope y'all was able to watch the video, even with the part 2 continuance, and not have issues with it, because y'all, it was a lot to try to get that video up. When I tell you everything, this is the first time I created a video for YouTube, and everything in the world was happening, so I could not get that video up. Y'all, I fought with that video, I want to say, for at least 5 hours to get it up. But I didn't give up. I got angry a couple of times. I got frustrated, but I did not give up. I wanted to make sure that video went up. And that's why I know for a fact energy is real. I was going through all kinds of stuff to stop that video from going up. The first time that ever happened. Y'all, when you're a truth teller, you go through a lot. When you are someone who tells the truth, you go through a lot. As I mentioned in my video, one of the things the narcissist liked about me is that I told the truth. And you know what? It's weird, right? Because narcissists hate truth tellers, right? Yeah, but that's not the thing. This is the thing, y'all. Listen up. The only reason why the narcissist liked that I told the truth is because the truth was not about them. It was about me. When the truth is about you, oh, they love it. But when it's about them, that's a problem. So if y'all got confused when I said the narcissist loved certain things about me, and one of them was that I told the truth, yeah, because the truth was about me and my life. It wasn't about the narcissist. They love when you tell the truth about you, because it gives them ammunition on you to use on you later. Watch the things you talk about with the narcissist. For all of you who are still around the narcissist, you're not talking to a person, okay? Watch the things you say to the narcissist. Watch the information that you give them. Watch the things that they say to you to milk you for information. Because once you start talking, you can't take that back. Narcissists take whatever you tell them and use it on you when they feel the need to. They'll flip the narrative, turn it around, and use it on you when they feel they need to. Watch the things you share with the narcissist. Watch the things you share with anybody. but definitely with a narcissist. You have no idea who you're talking to. And I can't stress enough, I don't care if you've never seen it. I don't care if you've never experienced the things that I've experienced. It's still what it is. You're still dealing with a very demonic entity. And guess what? They're not there to play with you at all. Even after the discard, they discard you because guess what? Who puts somebody on the shelf and then try to come back to be with them all over again? Who mistreats you, abuses the heck out of you, and then try to come back and have a full-blown, what they call a loving relationship with you, but it's only on your side? Would somebody human do that? Would a God-fearing person do that to you? Not at all. Godly people don't behave like this, y'all. You shall know them by their fruit. Okay? Good trees don't produce bad fruit. I need y'all to get that. They just don't. Narcissists are not humans. Y'all need to understand that they are not. I get so tired of people saying, oh, they're human just like us. They're just like us. They're just disordered. They've been through a lot. You keep making excuses and this thing is never going to stop. You'll be one of those individuals who've been in the same situation that I was in. Because guess what? I also made excuses. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're just not in the mood today. They were treated so bad as a child. They didn't have any good parenting. Oh, they were sexually abused and this happened and that happened. They'll be okay. I'm going to help them get through this. We're not fixers, y'all. That's not our job. And that was never the case. Half the time, their childhood stories or any of their stories are lies to keep you stuck and stagnated so they can always have somebody around to abuse. The moment they get you stuck, that's the moment the abuse starts. And once the abuse kicks in, it does not stop. And this is why I say never, ever answer a Hoover. Because I did. And I reverse Hoovered myself, y'all, and didn't even know this is what I was doing. I also answered Hoovers time after time after time. And guess what? All that I had been through, I was still answering Hoovers. You would think that I would have got it, right? Y'all, I wasn't going through small things with a person. I was going through serious stuff with a demon. And was still going back. Something I would have never tolerated from somebody else. But I did with the narcissist. This is how you know it's a spell. Some of y'all got to get this. You have to get this. That video I put out, y'all, that was serious business. I didn't even want to make that video. I have to watch the things that I say because a lot of people are in different stages, as I've said time and time again. And people don't want to hear things like that because lots of people are still living with the narcissist. Living with this evil, sleeping next to this evil, being sexual with this evil. I'm going to talk to y'all. This is not funny. This is not a game. This is not something you can handle. Even therapists can't treat these individuals because who can treat evil but God? And they get away with it for so long because people are making excuses for their behavior. And they love this. But remember one thing. If you're staying with the narcissist, if you're with the narcissist, they're never alone in your home. They're never alone in their own home. They're never alone at all, period. Because everywhere they go, they bring this evil energy with them. Everywhere they go. This is why everything they touch crumbles. Nothing ever works out for them. Some people say the narcissist has a good job. Oh, the narcissist is very successful. Oh, the narcissist is this. This is because the narcissist is completing jobs, right? For the evil realm. And it's constantly working out. They're steady, gaining souls. They're still doing what they got to do to suck people in. It's still working for this narcissist. But when they stop doing these things, everything crumbles for them. Because these same demonic entities will throw them under the bus and then begin to turn on them and torture them for not being able to complete assignments, which is constantly being able to abuse people and tear them down to absolutely nothing, to destroy people's souls. When this stops happening, the narcissist is going to be the one in the fire. They're going to be the ones to get it. When they stop doing what they got to do for the evil room, then you'll find out that they're getting something. You'll see the narcissist looking different. You'll find out that they're drinking. They're on all kinds of drugs. They're gambling. They're into pornography. They can't pull themselves together. You'll find them hoovering you really, really hard, or they're stalking you. Because guess what? Now this evil has turned on them. So the ones you see that are successful, a true narcissist, the ones that y'all give names to, like being successful, and they have a lot of money and they've got a nice this and they seem to be getting away with it because they're still doing the work. Yeah, I could tell y'all so much more about the industry and all kind of other things that could really, really make this make sense about people who are successful and why they're successful. But we're not going to do that because this is not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about the narcissist and the narcissist only. But I kind of just want to get my point across to get y'all to understand how people are successful for so long. Why it seems as if the narcissist is getting away with everything. Why it seems as if they've done you all these things and they've pressed on and they just, quote unquote, look happy, right? Because you're on the outside looking in. Y'all have no idea why it's like that. It's not because they're really successful. It looks that way. It seems that way. It even seemed that way when they were with you, too. But if you only knew the half of it, if you only knew the half of it, just like they have a master, we have one too. And I'm going to just leave it at that. For those of you who know, you know. It's really real, like I said, y'all, on the battlefield. It's a fight for your soul. Be quiet. Watch the things that you say. Watch the people you talk to. Keep your personal business to yourself. Watch who you surround yourself with. Keep your business to yourself. Watch what rolls off your tongue. You could either speak life or speak death. Watch the people you talk to. Watch the things you say. Watch the things that you allow people to know about you. And stop talking to people so freely because you don't know them. And even if you did, that's more the reason why you should keep quiet. Because it's not the ones that's on the outside you have to look up and watch what you say. It's the ones on the inside. That's how the outside gets it, because the inside knows it first. Be very, very mindful, y'all, of the things y'all talk about and whom you talk about it with. Your business should stay your business. You guys, that's it for this video. Take the time out to like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on your bells so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.